betrays an aura of foreboding, almost as though you sense a disquieting metamorphosis. Is this haunted room actually stretching? Or is it your imagination? And consider this dismaying observation. This chamber has no windows and no doors. Which offers you this chilling challenge to find a way out. Of course, there's always my way. Oh, I didn't mean to frighten you prematurely. The real chills come later. Now, as they say, look alive. And we'll continue our tour. And let's all stay together.
This is where Walt Disney is frozen. Behind this door. You have to believe me. If you don't believe me, I'll tell you the story sometime. It's true. The best of the vault. This is by the train station, between the train station and the Haunted Mansion. And it's supposed to look phony, but this door, I'm telling you, it's a true story. That's all. Here we are at Storybook Land, my favorite ride at Disneyland. I thought it was all torn out and they bring the but no, Storybook Land is still here.
Why is it your favorite?
Because I love the gardening. I would like to be the gardener in Storybook Land. I would also like to be in charge of taking care of all the models, especially Mole's house.
Okay, we're on
Storybook Land. Oh, my favorite ride of all in Disneyland.
We're going to go into the mouth of what?
The whale from Pinocchio.
Hello everyone and welcome to our journey to Storybook Land. My name is Mac and I'll be your captain and storyteller here aboard Daisy. For your safety we ask, please remain seated throughout our voyage and please keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat at all times. And please supervise your children so our story doesn't take any unexpected turns. Now, while those people travel to enchanted worlds through the pages of a book, but those who travel in person, whether through a rabbit hole or a little bit of pixie dust, often find their way into the magical or even menacing. But don't worry folks, although it looks like we're being swallowed by Monster the whale, the same whale that swallowed Pinocchio, we're actually being transported to a magical place called Storybook Land. Of course, our journey starts with Once Upon a Time. In this case, a big, bad wolf who lives in a cage just to our left. And always after those three little pigs, but luckily those pigs gonna cross the way those silly houses, one made of straw, one made of stick, and one made of guaranteed wolf-proof bricks. But then our journey takes us strange turns. While just around the corner, in a quaint English village, is the home of Alice, where one golden afternoon, she followed a white rabbit into a rabbit hole, where she fell down, 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 deep into Wonderland. Of course, things only became curiouser and curiouser from there. In fact, Storybook Land is full of fantastic places created to inspire storytellers. Places like London Park, over which Peter Pan, John, Wendy, and Michael Darling first flew, with the help of Tinkerbell's pixie dust, off to Neverland where they'll never ever have to grow up. And places like Agrabah, a city of mystery and enchantment, and where Aladdin first bumped into Princess Jasmine in the marketplace and stole her heart. So they were from different worlds, thankfully to the power of love and help of the genie. They are now married and live in the Soldier's Palace on top of the hill. Magical places here in Storybook Land is where love shines, like the twinkling archways above us, the same ones that Aladdin and Jasmine soared over, sideways, and under on their magic carpet ride. A whole new world.
Get it,
And those
Jasmine?
good stories have their love in mind. They have their dark places as well. Places of mystery, like the cave of wonders that lies ahead, which treasure bears a curse that could only be lifted by the genie of the lamp. Legend has it, whoever sets the genie free will be granted 3 wishes. So how about we all take a moment, make a wish, and see if it comes true. Well, Snow White wished for a safe place after she fled into a queen and fell upon a cozy forest cottage on our right. Home of the 7 dwarves, which offered her shelter and thanks for her kindness. You might even see their minds and hear them whistle while they work. And Cinderella wished to go to the ball, but her wicked stepmother forbade it, leaving her behind in the glittering chateau on our left. But thankfully, Cinderella's fairy godmother granted her that wish. But when Cinderella didn't return by midnight, her coach turned back into a pumpkin, which still lies on the bridge today. And though magic has its limits, thankfully love does not. Now Cinderella lives with her Prince Charming on top of the hill, where they can live happily ever after. Dreams can come true, like wishes, they inspire our stories here. Whether it's dreams of happily ever after, or dreams of sleeping on a hill of quilted flowers like the ones on our left, inspired by the 1933 silly symphony cartoon Lullaby Land. And in fact, there is magic everywhere here in Storybook Land, like in the miniature plants and the giant ducks enchanted by Tinkerbell, making this a favorite of master storyteller Walt Disney and how to create these stories here. Here in Storybook Land, we have stories of the Wind in the Willows, of Mole Rat, and Mr. Toad, whose stately manners coming up on our left. But sorry folks, J. Thaddeus Toad isn't home right now. Well, he is off on his motor car on a wild ride to nowhere in particular. And stories of magic, like that of Arendelle, which lies beneath the frozen mountains, though Elsa fled to an icy palace on top of Fjord. Her sister Anna refused to let her go. That true act of love saved them both, showing that family can weather even the harshest snowstorms. And in the Alpine village, ahead, a woodcarver named Geppetto wished for his puppet to become a real-life boy. And when Pinocchio saved him from the belly of a whale, he was granted that wish by a blue fairy. Geppetto's wish, like that in many fairy tales like one that let a little mermaid named Ariel keep on swimming and follow Prince Eric to his castle on our right, inspiring her to her life under the sea, taking the first step on unsteady legs, just to be a part of our world. Where Ariel slowly starts in the shadow of her father, and sliding to the underwater city of a man's ship on our left. The adventure goes out, ultimately ending happily ever after. That happy ending is the final piece of magic here in Storybook Land. Now as we close the book on our journey and approach the dock, please keep your hands, arms, and fingers inside the boat. And when we come to a complete stop, I'll help each and every one of you exit the boat. It's been a pleasure having you aboard today. On behalf of all storytellers here, we wish you the best rest of your stay here at Disneyland. Now please remain seated so I count to 3, and we'll all stand up in the center of the boat for balance so no one has to go under the sea.